So there's a couple of rules which I follow quite intensely, and this is because they improve my performance and my discipline, and there's something that you can do too to factor into your personal and professional life. I'm just going to run through these really quick. And if you haven't already, please like, comment and subscribe. Thank you very much. And the first one is stand up straight with your shoulders back. Now, when we think of Daniel Craig, we think of James Bond, and his James Bond is great, not just because he's ripped and he's really smooth, but because he has a very strong posture. He walks with absolute confidence. When I think of stand up straight with your shoulders back, it's almost a signal to your brain that you're not someone to be messed around with. You are a confident person and that people should be taking you seriously. So when you're going about your daily life, try to use this as a way to communicate with people without actually speaking. Now, the next rule is make your bed. Now, this is a really important one because when most of us wake up, we usually go on our phones. So when you wake up in the morning, definitely get out of bed and immediately make it. The reason for this is that you can have the worst day in the world where everything goes wrong, nothing goes to plan. But if you come back home and you go to a bed which is made, at least you can end your day right. So when you do this in the morning, it's starting your day off with a small win. It's building the discipline for other things to follow. Now, the next one is invest into your friends and family. Now, the thing is, people aren't going to be around forever, so it's very important to show gestures of goodwill. So get your family some flowers, get your best friend a nice gift, call people that you haven't spoken to in weeks or months because you don't know what they're going through. And when you're going through a difficult time, you've got that extra person to lean on and give you that support. So definitely take notice of this one. Next one is exercise as much as you can. Back when I was in my early 20s, I used to actually find it quite easy to stay in decent shape, going to gym a couple times a week, but also eating lots of food. But as you get older, it becomes harder to actually keep the weight off because your metabolism does slow down. I can kind of see why people don't do it every single day because that is a bit too much. But at least doing it 4 or 5 times a week is crucial to me. And it's something which helps improve your energy and also it improves your physical self-image. The amount of times I've been at the gym and I've had a good session, I look at myself afterwards and I'm like, yeah, I like the way I look. And it's not narcissistic to say that. Like, I'm proud of the work that I've put into my body over the years, and be able to walk around knowing that you've built this positive self-image of yourself. Yeah, it's really good. Definitely doubling down on that. Now, the next one is shoot your shot. Now, in today's society, I think a lot of us are anxious. That might just be to do with the politics that is happening, the media. I do get this, but when you're walking down the street and you're looking at people and they're looking away from you, it's like, you can tell that there's something not quite right today. And I think what this comes down to is a lot of us are afraid of failing. We're told from an early age that you can't fail your exams, you can't do badly, and there's somehow no merit in not being able to achieve a certain thing. So I think with any endeavor, you should at least shoot your shot with it. Learn to laugh at yourself when you ask out that girl at the bar and get rejected. Learn to laugh at yourself when you try to propose a deal at your corporate job and then it doesn't go your way. There are so many opportunities that come from failing because they open up all these different pathways to areas that were previously unavailable to you. And I think when everything's said and done, you're always going to be wishing that you did more. Now, for the final one, and this is probably the most important rule, is to meditate. Oh my God, your life will change if you meditate. Now, granted, it is one of those things that looks incredibly boring. And I know what you're saying. You're probably making excuses that you cannot do this because it's boring, because it seems like a waste of time. That is exactly the reason why you should do it. But the simple way to explain it is that you're watching the breath and paying attention to that. And anytime that thoughts come into your brain, whether that's what you need to do today or whatever horrible thing has happened to you that week, you just take your attention back to your breath. But the benefits of having done it and having that almost that weight lifted from yourself, this weightlessness that happens after you've had a great meditation session, it just brings this flow into yourself, which is just so hard to ignore. And ever since I've started regularly doing it again, it's just opened the possibilities of what can happen if you allow yourself to become disciplined with an activity such as this and become focused on it. You need to just get yourself going. If you've got that project that has been on your desk for ages, or whatever it is you need to do, you just crack on and do it. You're not going to be distracted as much if you're doing meditation. And trust me, it's really difficult, but once you nail it, it is so rewarding, and it gives you back everything that you've invested into it tenfold. So first thing in the morning, meditate. It will set you up for your day. Anyway guys, thank you so much for watching, and we've got so much more content coming on the way. And if you are new here, you know what to do.